So I can make all kinds of things, but I will tell you, one of the things that's always been a challenge for me is because I worked in Italian restaurants for years, making a really good Italian meatball. You have to have the perfect blend of cheeses and spices and all that stuff. You have to know what eggs and what kind of breading, all that stuff. Well, I will tell you, ButcherBox has mastered it. This is our 4-pound offer, and you get 2 2-pound bags of beef and pork meatballs, fully cooked. These things are absolutely amazing. They are juicy. They are tender. Look at the juice that's coming out of there, okay? And we haven't even put these in any kind of sauce. They have an incredible mouthfeel. They're yummy. They are grass-fed and grass-finished, which is very important.
That is.
They are choice beef and pork cuts. And like I said, you can add them to any dish you want. No artificial flavors, no artificial fillers, just really, really good meat, really, really good cheese and spices, and you will love them. So whether you're gonna put them on a pizza, make a meatball sub, whether or not you're just gonna make Sunday sauce and you wanna flavor the sauce with the meatballs, you are gonna get a boatload. In fact, before Carrie gets started, look at all the meatballs. Now you are getting anywhere between 65 and 70 meatballs. They say about 66 to 68, whatever it is, because they do it by weight, and it really no one ball is the same as the other. So, because you can tell they're hand formed. They are absolutely amazing. They are already cooked and seared, and then they are flash frozen. You will get 2 bags. Each one will have 2 pounds of meatballs, and all you do, and they're resealable, all you do, if you want to make dinner for you and your sweetie, you take 4 or 5 meatballs out of the bag, put them in your sauce. If you want, you can brown them in a little bit of olive oil if you want to, add a little bit like you did it. But guys, these are that Italian homemade taste that everybody wants to get, but it is so hard.
Absolutely.
I will make meatballs, and they'll taste different every time. And one of those reasons is I'm a hack when it comes to, measuring a lot of stuff. But I also think it's the combination of knowing the amount of breading you're going to put in, the amount of cheese, and especially the amount of eggs, which makes these really, really tender. So if you're just using them for a sandwich, or if you're using them for Sunday dinner, they are perfect. We put them on sale today. I think this is the lowest price because the last time I had these, I think they were 85 or 89 bucks. 89. $10 off and free shipping and handling. You can't say enough about a good meatball.
That's absolutely
You know what I'm
true.
saying?
That's absolutely true. I'm gonna take this one and put it into the air fryer. This is ButcherBox. So you want me to help me pull these out?
Yeah,
this is ButcherBox. We are all about unboxing better. And what does that mean? That means all the different elements that go into making your food and into taking care of your meats. It has to do with making sure we have happy animals. It goes down to making sure that we have incredible ingredients and making sure that we take care of everyone from start to finish in the process. And that's what ButcherBox is all about. Because we feel like at the end, when you get these meats with these meatballs, they are just gonna taste better. It's going to be an amazing experience. And that is what I have had with these meatballs every single time. When I first aired these with you, I think it was like a month ago or a little over that. I had just recently, gotten involved with ButcherBox. And I tell you, I had tried them a couple times and I thought, wow, they're really good. Since then, I have been using these meatballs in so many recipes that it has gotten, like, I'm so excited because I've made soups with it. I did do a pizza with it. I added it to my pizza. I made sauce with it, which is what you're moving over to. Oh, is everybody showing up for the meatballs? Look at this.
Stephanie, JoJo, Piper, Angelo. Look at them all.
Look at it.
Sucking down meatballs like nobody's business. They had their dessert, now they're having their dinner. But
That's right.
For me, the traditional is right here. All right?
Yes.
By the way, I have 100 in auto ship and like 150 in the single ship. This is why you buy them, because let me tell you.
Yes.
And by the way, it flavors your sauce amazingly.
So let's talk about that. Because this is the beef and pork mix, what that's doing, the beef is a grass-fed and grass-finished. You want some cheese on that?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
You keep talking.
It's a grass-fed and grass-finished beef. And why that's important? Grass-fed, I don't know if you know this now, they can say it's grass-fed, but they actually fed it grain at the end. Right. So it's not 100% grass-fed.
Grass-fed doesn't mean they're not getting anything else.
That's right. And so if you want to truly get grass-fed, you get grass-finished. finished. That's now the next thing that's really important for it to have, and you can taste it.
You can taste that. There's a whole different taste in beef that's been grass finished.
Because if they don't grass finish it and they do the grain, it's faster. And so what you know now
Their natural diet is grass.
That's right.
They're not supposed to eat grain and corn and all the rest of that.
Not rushing the process.
They are.
ButcherBox is making sure that even though it costs more for us to take our time with this beef, that we're going to do that because it's going to give you an incredible product when it gets to you. And so that's what's really important, and that's why these meatballs stand apart. Also, the pork part, which is going to add all that flavor.
Yeah.
Because a grass-fed and grass-finished beef is also going to be less calories. Did you know that? So but it's also going to be very lean. So giving the pork into it is going to add back that flavor, and it's going to give you that juiciness that the meatballs absolutely need. What are you doing here, mister?
Having a meatball.
He's going to have a meatball.
I want a meatball with some sauce on it.
I love this. I love this.
All it's missing is those raviolis over there.
Oh,
the raviolis
you gotta bring that
are
over
coming.
and finish it off. Heck yes, that's
All
gonna
right,
be amazing.
so here you go. And again, you'll be able to taste the difference. Sorry, I'm a cheese guy, as you can readily
you're like my husband.
witness.
He
All
does
right,
the same.
So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to cut it.
Do it.
And this is how you eat it. And they are so tender. I'm going to take some of that cheese on there like that.
I'm loving watching you do this. He's such a foodie.
Oh, mighty.
It's
you
good
know what I
all
had today?
It's good all by itself.
Half a pita with some peanut butter on it. That's all I had.
Sear came hungry. He knows he has to, though, because all the great food he gets to eat.
That is so good.
So good, right?
And you know what? People don't use it enough, but the term beefy.
Beefy.
And I don't mean like, oh, he's beefy, dude. No, I mean like the beef, there's a flavor of beefy. Beefy means umami, right? It means it has that finish when you taste it. There's a caramelized taste, a richness, and not an oiliness, right? Because these are not overly fatty.
That's right.
You can see even when you put them in a sauce, they're not going to leach out a bunch of fat because the quality of the ingredients and the way the cattle were raised, it comes out in the flavor of the beef.
This is the best ready-to-eat meatball I feel that you are going to get on the marketplace because of ButcherBox standards, because of what we are doing to give you high quality, to give you most delicious finished effects. These meatballs are going to be your savior. You're going to pull them out whenever you need them. You're going to keep them frozen in the freezer, and then you're just going to pull out what you need as you're making meals. If you're making a large Sunday sauce or something like that, throwing these in your sauce is actually going to add flavor to your sauce because those the meatballs are going to just cook in there. I can't believe we did this today.
We get a pizza.
A pizza. So if you want to add this to your pizza, add the meatballs to that.
Meatballs are hard. They're hard to make.
It's just time consuming.
And if you're not from an Italian bloodline and had somebody teach you from the time you were 3, it's really hard to know, which is why I will never get meatballs unless I'm at a really, really good Italian restaurant.
Yeah, because then
it's
you know.
Like I said, I'm ruined for raviolis because of Tiffany. I cannot have ravioli. Well, first of all, the only place I would ever have ravioli is a really, really good, authentic Italian restaurant. But even then, you don't know what you're going to get. It's the same with your meatballs, okay? They're hard to make. They're time-consuming. Meatballs takes me 2 or 3 hours.
Oh, my gosh.
Because I got to make the meatballs, then I got to bake them in the oven or fry them in oil. Then I finish cooking them in the sauce for 2 hours. That's 3 or 4 hours. Or you can go to the freezer, open up a bag of the most delicious meatballs you ever had, take 5 or 6 out, put them in a pot of sauce, let them cook. I like to let them steep in the sauce for an hour at low temperature, and then make your pasta or whatever you want to put on them. And again, we're showing you wedding soup. We're showing you stroganoff, traditional. You can do them on a hoagie. I mean, if you're on a low-carb diet, just eat meatballs, for goodness sake, right?
That's right.
With something on the side. You could do that as well. You can have, they make that, and I buy it, the low-carb tortillas. You could do a roll-up kind of meatball sub on a low-carb tortilla.
Delicious.
And look at this. Look at that.
Look at our sub. Okay, so I could do a little bit. You could add a little extra cheese, a little extra sauce. I would have gone more saucy on that for sure.
Well, here, give me a little extra sauce.
Hit it up with some sauce. You got it. I'm coming.
I'm not going to eat it because I have to save room for ravioli, which you understand.
But let's just do a little sauce explosion right there.
And then a little
perfection.
little emerald stuff on there.
But look how easy that was to make a meatball sub. That can be really pricey if you go to some different sub shops.
Oh my gosh.
Come on.
Look at that sandwich.
Look at it. So again, I love these because they are already cooked, so it is a heat meat situation. Super fast to be able to use them, and you're gonna have amazing deliciousness.
Lowest price we've done, free shipping and handling. It's gonna get you about 67 or 68 meatballs. That's enough to get you through at least the end of the summer. Exclusive here, grass-fed, grass-finished, top of the line when it comes to great meat from ButcherBox. Thank you, Carrie.
It's my turn to eat now.
You get to eat. Are you done now?
Yeah.
All right, you gonna hang around for raviolis?